Okay, guys, welcome back to another stream. Yeah, hope you guys actually like the. Have we got? There we do. Uh, Like the new camera angle. Shout out to Alfie for recommending this bendy bendy camera stand. So yeah, it's definitely helped to tidy up uh, the desk that we're sitting on. There's no more CDs. It's not as old school anymore. So yeah. Hey, I got rid of it, Zen. I got rid of it. I took it off. Um, yeah, so today's question regarding the stream actually is will I actually allow myself to get bullied on track as much as pointed out to me actually yesterday that I do allow myself to get bullied a little bit. So yeah. We still not gotten the trusted badge back. So, anyway, regardless of where you're watching, whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, hopefully you will enjoy the racing. And if you like what you see, be sure to either throw me a follow or subscribe. Either helps. So, yeah, gonna get out on track in a moment. Yeah, how are you doing today, Zen? How do you like the camera angle actually? You can see a little bit of the wheel at the minute. This is the camera angle I have settled for at the moment. But obviously it can be adjusted. But yeah, yeah, I didn't spend too long actually playing around with it last night. I could obviously bring it up a bit higher and sort of tilt it down a little bit more. Um, but that would require a little bit more patience from me than I was prepared to give it last night. So for now, that's how we're going. Pretty similar to the old angle I used to use actually. Um, not quite as not quite the same, but you could see more of more of what I was doing with the wheel. But for now, yeah, we are going with this. Right, let's get into a practice session. You racing today, bud? Maybe later on. Yeah, as a matter of interest, like, not just you then, but does anyone else agree with Alfie that I do actually allow myself to get bullied a bit too much? I really am curious as to that. Like, I know I can fight hard at times, but yeah, though I just make it a bit too easy sometimes. Too much sunlight on your screen, is there? Okay. Again, I just have to do safe at the start of a race. Get a bit of air in here, then I can just take some of the light out of the room a little bit. How's that, Zen? Or do I need to close those blinds a little bit more so I can reach the fucking things? How's that? A bit better? Do you know what? The sunlight actually does not affect the screen that I use because even though it's OLED, it's got the matte finish to it. So yeah, sunlight reflections. That's why you wait. Yeah. Um, Nothing you can use to just dampen the light in the room, no. But this being a matte screen, reflections are not bad on it at all. Really doesn't. Even when it's a really bright day, I've never had an issue. Never had an issue with it. Hey, Alfie. The title of this stream was actually inspired by you, buddy. Yeah, yeah. Um, like I was at it for about 10 minutes last night, and just I started to get a little bit tired, a little bit annoyed. So that's the oh, it is. Do you know what? Do you know, for the money paid for it, it's a solid buy, bud. It really is. Um, Definitely, I need to spend a little bit more time just finalising where I actually wanted to sit, but that's where I've settled for now. Yeah, there's a photo in the Discord. Oh man, you must think I'm a fucking millionaire, buddy. I know they're not that expensive, but hey, how you doing, bud? Do you know what? That's a question actually. Nice one, Alf. That's a question for you, Zen. Like, how much added vibration does those butt kickers actually produce? Because this rig is upstairs in my house, and when I get flat spots, when I get flat spots on the tires and really bad ones, the vibrations running through this room, and I know the neighbours actually will that will actually vibrate through into their house. So uh, that's what I was thinking. I'm gonna back out, Alfie, and if you want to hop in, I think it's the first one. I think I picked practice one, but not sure. Not that many open anyway. So yeah, if vibrations are an issue as they already are, then don't get butt kickers. Yeah. Um, Practice one. I'm going into. But then 500% more. Oh, fuck that now. No, I can't do it then. I can't. Like, this is a pretty solid house, but the floors are actually fucking, they're wooden. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah, the vibrations definitely run through it. What are we doing? Oh yeah, on that 360. Oh, 310 will be a bit much. Hey, Carnage, how you doing, buddy? Who hates you? Not too bad. I was planning on starting the stream a little bit earlier today, until I got the usual bullshit. Think I'm going back, finish me shift. Oh, can you go and collect this? I'd have to place it on tennis balls. Nah, I ain't going for that. Yeah, I joined did I not join the normal one? I thought I did. Sorry, bud, sorry. Right, okay, oh, standard, yeah, right. Practice one then. Pay to win server. Right, I'm going into practice one. Right, now finally we'll get some practice done. All right, yeah. All right, Alfie. Okay, put that amount in. Change these again. 0.5, wheels and brakes, 100%. Wheel rotation 360. How you find it on the controller again, Alfie, to be honest? Means you have your wheel all packed away and you like the title of the video, guys? As I said, the title of the video is actually inspired by Alfie. He's got to take full credit for that actually coming into my head. Zen actually agrees with him, by the way, that I'm too cautious at the start of a race. For starters. That's Alfie right behind me there, by the way. Alfie, I do know, is pretty quick on the wheel. Okay, we're looking good on the stream. No lag, from what I can see. Cheers, Carnage. Oh wow, he went oopsie back there, didn't he? Not Alfie, the other guy. Oh man, oh. Oops. Is it just me or did he brake extremely early? Yeah, I thought he broke a bit early. Clearly I wasn't trying to run into the back of him or anything, but definitely got caught out by his braking. Hey Craviator, how you doing, bud? No idea who that was that I ran into the back of. It is just practice, but well, if that one was on me, I was looking at that guy in the middle of the fucking turn and applied way too much brake. I do think I'm going to restart the game before this race actually starts, guys, because I know it's looking fine on the stream, but it's a little bit laggy for me. I know there was a new update today. Anyone know that? I didn't even read what the update is actually about. I just know there is one. Pretty sure that's Alfie behind me. The ducky got a nerf, did it? No way. Ain't this practice session going well? I've had cleaner races. Alright, we gotta get a lap in. Starting to remind me of one, frankly, yeah. I'll be catch up just a little bit. I am just having a little bit of a fuck around, but what is it every time I come into this turn? Somebody is taking it extremely slow. Knew that dive bomb from Alfie was coming. Right. I was planning to give Alfie a bit of a push down the straight, but Alfie is going for it, controller or not. I guess Alfie is pit bound. Yeah, tires are 120 degrees, ready? Right, I gotta get one half decent lap in. I think my tires they're alright, they're nowhere near that temp. Not getting me braking done at all for that turn at the minute. We'll sort that out in quali. Right, I do want to get one practice lap in. Alright, let's see if we can take the sweep and right-hander this time without anyone in our way this time.
Time 2:05.88.
Am I gonna get me braking right for this middle chicane this time? I did actually plan on shutting down the game before this next race, but not sure I'm gonna have time now. The game is a little stuttery for me at the minute.
That time was a 1:37.53.
Right. Let's actually get down to business. Yeah, Alfie, that's not a half bad time with a controller actually. I'm sure you can actually do better than that as well. What's your fastest lap on the controller, Alf? Fuck, why have I lit up a new one? Well, I did the brakes, didn't I? Did I put them to 100? Oh, I didn't. Okay, who's expected second in this race? Bravo. Heck, Wozniak, Wozniak, I know. There's a few, one or two names in here I know. Hageman. Yeah, just saying, like 37 is not bad on the controller. Like, and we were just fucking around there, so I definitely know you can do pretty good 36s on that. Yeah, he's an awful fucker, that guy, isn't he? I believe he has an alias as well. Likes to call himself Puma. Is he gonna stay out and put in? I want to see what his 4 sector time is like. His grok. .34.3. I've been down around that area, but Grouge. No, I'm still still unsure of what you're trying to say there, Commander, to be honest. Gonna Google it. Okay. Alright, let's go. Crotch. As in my groin area? Oh, groin. Right. Let's do a good job of qualifying as we can. Crotch. See what Alfie wrote? That's another area, another way of saying the groin area, your crotch. So you were sort of close, Frank, but not quite there. Crotch, yeah, that's another way of saying groin. Este tipo parvo. Is that Italian or is that Spanish, Alfie? Hey Willie, what's the story? We're just talking shy. Automotive Ballista 2. I actually have that on the PC. Then I'm just not that into it. Got all the DLC for free as well. Nice. Will you fuck off, Alfie? A little bit more of a slide on the way out than I could have done with.
That's 136.86.
Took a little bit too much of that curb, it was slowing me down. Shame I didn't get that exit as well as I got it just there on the last lap.
That time was a 136.64.
I've made a complete hash of that first turn. Might make it around for another one. Alfie, you are giving me too much to think about. You trying to make me understand my own language, which I should, but I clearly don't. Well, that's Scots or Irish you're actually throwing at me. Oh well, that last one is not Irish. At least it's not any Irish I was taught in school. Right, let's see if we can at least improve on this next lap by maybe 4/10. 35 fixed from Cordoval, nice time.
That's 138.45.
threw it away on that last exit.
Lap 1:36.82.
Okay, let's just make this as good a race as we can.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Go with that. Yep, happy enough for that. Second guy who went to the moon. You mean in this game that I sent to the moon, or actually went to the moon? I don't remember his name. Nobody ever remembers the names of the second guys, do they? Was it Collins? I think it was Collins.
Formation lap has started.
Something popped into my head there about it being Collins. Don't know whether I'm right or not. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, first or nothing, yeah. You'll have to Google that, Commander, now that you've asked.
Green flag, green flag.
Here we go, green, green, green. Got a little bit of a tap there, but nothing too major. Oh, got that dumped into fourth gear just about in time. No damage either, guys. No damage. No, he was on the force mission. Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin. Oh, was it Collins was on the force mission as well? Is that what it is? Yeah, the 4-second guy, yeah.
Lap 1:46.68.
Oh, is that Cordoville? Is this car wrecked? No, somebody else, I think. Michael Collins. Come on. Oh yeah. Was in practice anyway.
That's 137.06.
Buzz Lightyear. Yeah. No. Oh man. Fuck. How am I actually into fourth after that?
Time 139.6.
Got away with that mistake. Really did get away with that mistake. A little bit cautious on that exit there. I definitely did not want to spin out on the way out.
That time was a 136.88.
I really do need to start catching these guys while they are actually fighting. Give myself some sort of hope. Not giving up hope of a podium just yet, guys. Yeah, Crave, yeah, I copped him in the end out on my left. He spun on that exit back there, yeah.
That time was a 1:37.10.
We are closing in on Helmer just a little bit. Living a little bit dangerously off that curb. He's opened up that gap a little bit.
That's 1:37.13. Time 1:36.46.
Took 4.5 tenths out of him basically that last lap. Come here, Helmer. He's definitely stronger than me in that last sector, but first and middle sector, I keep closing the gap to him. Last sector, he's pulling back away again.
6.68.
Okay, come on. Come on. This is the closest we've been to him all race.
Time 1:36.31.
Like Helmer, I actually took a little bit too much of that curve myself. No, I've messed up the way I normally take that turn. Still close, but not close enough.
Lap 1:37.05.
How you doing, Brent? It wasn't a full-on dive there though. I did move out I was watching to see what he was going to do.
137.19.
Right, one more lap to go. I need to get turned into T1 a lot better this time.
137.01.
Right, we at least got the podium finish, guys. What lap was that I overtook him on? Lap 10, was it? Good race, guys. Good race. Happy with that result, guys. I really am. All right, let's have a watch. Lap 10, wasn't it? Oh, am I already in third? No, I'm in fourth. Helmer's still ahead of me. No, it was lap 11. Yeah. And of course, the replay does just as we're about to watch it. Hey, got the trusted driver badge back. How long is it gonna last, guys? How long is it gonna last? All right. We'll get registered for the next race first, and then we'll have a look at that replay on lap 11. How long will I hold on to the trusted driver badge? I think the longest I've managed to hold on to it in consecutive, uh, without losing it, is probably about 2 to 2.5 weeks. When I've not been getting absolutely murdered by other people. Aye, this is the move coming up now, isn't it? Did I, was it lap 11? Yeah, I had to hold them off then for 2 laps, so it has to be this one. Yeah, bit unfortunate for him to have that car on his right. That definitely slowed him down a little bit. Didn't leave him as much room on the exit as I thought I thought I actually had, but yeah, he didn't overreact to that one either. So fair balls him. He got really close to me here. I know at the start of this lap, I really didn't take lap one all that well, or T1 all that well. That allowed him to close back up again a little bit. I was pulling away from him slightly, but I still screwed my turn in for this turn. Yeah, that was a horrible exit. Right, guys, just bear with me for a minute. I'm not closing down the stream. I'm just gonna restart the game because I have been finding it just a little bit laggy. So yeah, hopefully it'll re-establish a better connection. Right, so a couple of minutes, guys, or as long as it takes. Right, game's booting back up. So yeah, hopefully we're not gonna be too long waiting. How far behind is this stream? Holy shit. Okay, guys, gonna be interesting to see what lobby I end up in this one. That was split 3. Still not broken into a 35, although I have hit them in quali. Just can't seem to manage a 35 on track. The update has fixed this anyway. At least I know where I'm at on the leaderboard now. A lot of people were being given the number 5 and 5th on the leaderboard even when they weren't. I think it was after I got the trusted back. That's when I signed up. I really, really want to get into this lobby, and I do not want to be rated in the top 3 in split 1. Even when I had the trusted badge, I still felt I was being rated too highly for my times. So yeah, we'll wait and see, Alfie. I hope you're wrong. That wasn't too bad a race for me first one actually. Sometimes First race can be really, really hit or miss. Yeah, I think I got the trusted badge back, Willie. Yeah, um, before I signed up. Right, split one. Not necessarily always as clean as people would think it will be. Um, that was a pretty clean race, that last one. Uh, even the start of that race was not actually too bad. Um, can't always be, can't always say the same thing for split one at T1 on a lot of tracks. Yeah, there's a lot of bronze fucking drivers in there. I would prefer if there was a lot more S1 drivers in there. Let's have a look at T1 because it was actually pretty clean, this one. I'm either going to be expected first then or second, if that's the case. Yeah, I just want to watch T1, Alfie. Cheers. Overall, that was not a bad T1 from everybody in that race, actually. Right, where am I going to be ranked? Third. Okay. Getting our fuel done. Right, as you guys know, or maybe don't know, I never really make use of the practice servers in this game. Too little time, so I really generally just don't bother. Been there, done that. I didn't feel he had enough braking done for that turn. We'll see, Willie, we'll see. Let's see what his first sector looks like. Think you might be right, Alfie, or Willie. He's really trying to light break it, isn't he? But he's just not making it. Okay, let's get out on track and get this quali going. Hey Dusty, how you doing, bud? Fancy meeting you here, yeah. That's you, Zenith, isn't it? All the different names between fucking Discord and in the game. This should be fun. I can never keep up with it. I used to have a really good memory for all that stuff, but at one point years ago, I was at a stags down in Carlow, and for all the beer we had, I was actually told the next day, because I pretty much remembered everything, that I was too dangerous to go on a stags with again, for exactly that reason. I remember too much. Let's get cracking. Not as fast as I've done the fourth sector, but it's still not too bad. Hudson with a 34.7. I ain't getting anywhere near that time.
Time 136.50.
Hudson is just going to be, once he gets away cleanly, he's just going to be, see you later, see you a long time. Glad I did not turn that wheel in too much more there, especially with that lockup brewing. Oh, What have we hit? 36.5. Definitely gonna need a 35 or really low 36.
Lap 1:37.79.
Ah, man. Completely messed up my turn in there. We'll make it over the line for another one. I'm a killer all of a sudden now, yeah? How's that, Bren? Pumas do kill. I thought I was going to make it over the line for another one. Not quite. Shit. Nice one, Dusty. Right, Dusty, what did you hit? 35.4. I think my best 35 was in and around 35.6 or 35.7. You got P10. Nice one, Carnage. Let's get the car ready to go. Yeah, it's been hard for me to get a 35. Done it obviously more times in. I haven't done it out on track while racing, but I've definitely done it a few times in quali. Just it's killing me to
Teams
get it out
and
on track.
drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Right, we're still starting P6, so hopefully this is going to be a good clean start yet again to this turn. Best of luck, guys. Best of luck.
Formation lap has started.
Let's see if Willie is right about what the fuck is he doing? Holy shit! Well, sorry, bud. That's not Bowden. That's not. I got wiped before I even got going. I know. Didn't even get to heat up my brakes, actually.
Green flag.
Here we go. Green, green, green. I was not really prepared to push that too much there. Wow. I did get a bit of a tap there, but it was nowhere near as bad as it could have been. Was that Dusty that was taken out, or is Dusty still in the race? But in P2 and it's just not showing it.
Lap 1:45.555.
No. Dusty was wiped. Excuse me.
That time today, 1:36.73.
I did think Hudson was going to fly off into the sunset, and he's proven that he's going to. I saw him locking up there. I did consider still throwing it in there, but that would have ended in tragedy. For both of us, I think. Who else has gone there now? Toscano was that been there, wasn't it? Yeah.
That time was a 1:37.36.
Not quite getting onto the coattails of this guy just yet. I am hoping to, but
That time was a 1:36.74.
I don't want to end up in too much of a fight with this guy either at the minute, as that will just allow Toscan straight back into it. He's already regained Toscano. He's already regained a bit of time.
Time 1:37.67.
He's not on board with the plan anyway, is he, boys? He's just not on board with the plan. Just a little bit of a loose cannon, all right, Crave, yeah? really is fighting for dear life, isn't he? See if I can get a bit of a better exit. Come on.
Lap 1:37.39.
Wow, look at Tutson. He is 100% gone.
Lap 1:36.93.
Toscano was waiting for me to fuck it up. He's gonna have a run on me now, so where's he gonna go?
Time 1:36.63.
playing the long game here just a little bit. I know we're 10 laps in, but I'd rather sit behind Toscano, have him pull us both along, than have both of us slowing each other down and letting two-way back into it. Okay, there's a 3.3 second gap back to two-way now. Little bit of breathing space.
7.10.
I'm enjoying this race, guys. I'm enjoying it. I know I'm only in fourth place at the minute, but I think I've made the right call with Toscano. Hey War, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I was back to work this morning, unfortunately. I would like to say it was enjoyable, but it wasn't. Yeah, it was more a big smile in reverse, a really big frown. No, I balls. I was hoping to take that a lot better. I have been a bit quicker through here, but fuck it. We'll take that track limit. That was a good race. I enjoyed that. I hope you guys did too. I still think I made the right call with Toscano. I really do. The more me and him would have battled, and I do think he was slightly quicker than me anyway, um, the more it was just going to cost us to 2A. So, second play can go right the heck. Oh, Ponton, that was it Dusty that killed you, was it? My stability control on? I don't have stability control on in the settings in the game. My TC is on 5 and 5. Yeah, it took me a while to figure out that it was you that got got murdered. We'll go in and have a look at we'll go in and have a look at the replay now in a second. You went back to the controller. You finding it difficult on the wheel, yeah? Right, I'll go into settings. Right, Carnage. Right, so gameplay, like, racing line is off, auto clutch is on, steering help is off, opposite lock off, braking help off. Yeah, literally repeat shifts off. All of this stuff off. So all you really want on is the auto start engine, auto windscreen, windscreen wipers, and headlights. Everything else in here, pretty much off. Hood standings and all that. Yeah. Yeah. So just the auto clutch and these three here I have on. I don't use stability control whatsoever. I don't use any assists. Force feedback, again, I've a DD drive, so it's a bit different. This one, you whacked it up to 5%, didn't you? Yeah. Steering torque, I don't know how much you played around with that, but I know you said some of the feel was better. I've not gone into one yet, Alfie. Alfie, Carnage is back on the controller, but I do recommend you stick with the wheel, Carnage. It takes a while to get used to a wheel, it really does. When I first got the 920, my expectations were way too high. They really were. It really does take a while to adjust playing racing games, moving from a controller to an actual wheel. Right, I'm going to show you in calibrate. Obviously, steering is, you know, you got to set it to the center and everything else. Throttle is on 100%. Brake is on 100%. And I don't use the clutch. So, just recommend, Carnage, get used to the wheel first. Don't have to go online all the time. Just go into a race weekend and figure out what the wheel is going to give you and how it's going to give it to you. You're in practice 3, Alfie, are you? Oh, actually, I do want to do one last thing. Before then, I want to watch what happened to Dusty. And it's not going to be hard to find because it was lap one and know exactly what corner it was in. So let's have a look. Right. Right, coming up now. Ouch. Ouch, buddy. Ouch. Yeah, he definitely misjudged that, all right. What practice did you say you were in, Alfie? Practice 3. That was a good race, that last one. 2A, I knew I had the pace for him, but he was making it pretty difficult. He was a little bit erratic at times. Um, Dusty, Dusty, you're American. You guys are absolutely infatuated with that origin shit. If you're born in America, you're American, mate. No offense, but you're fucking American. Right, where's Alfie? I don't know where you've been, and don't forget, Dusty, Europe is not a country, okay? But if one surefire way to piss off people in most countries you go to is to bring up that I'm as German as you. No, you ain't. Uh, I'm in practice 3, Alfie, but I'm not seeing you here. Looks like. Yeah, be like me calling you Canadian. Um, that's in your week, isn't it? Kiss my ass, warlord. Sorry, Alfie. I don't really dislike the French. I really don't. I'm not a, I'm not a lover, but I'm not a hater. No, I did join practice 3. We won't mention Vietnam then, will we? Ouch. I do know a little bit of history. You signed up for this one again, Dusty? Or did that last comment sting a little bit too much? Yeah, I need a redeemer myself. Well, actually, I did get a podium that time. How come it has you rated lower than me this time? You should still be actually ranked higher than me. If ever you come to Ireland, Dusty, if ever you have any plans, please do yourself a favour. Don't start telling Irish people you're Irish. I know you said German, but even if you have 2% Irish in you, just don't use it. Or what have I done to you today? To be receiving this abuse? You're Canadian in the EU, yeah. She don't blame you. Kiss my ass, Alfie. Anyone out on track we can watch? Oh yeah, Santos is. You live do you live close to Canada, yeah? I'm guessing you must do. Minnesota. Don't think I could handle the winters over there, to be honest. I don't even like them here. And the winters you guys get, fuck me. Minus 55 with wind chill. Christ. Yeah, you don't need fridge freezers. You don't need freezers. Full stop in the winter. Holy shit. Best of luck, Dusty. Hopefully neither of us will get killed in this race. I know you did last one. I got away with it, just about. Cheers, War. I wasted a little bit of quality time here, but yeah, we'll get away with that one. Right, about time I started concentrating on what I'm doing, innit? Some of you guys in my chat are conspiracy theorists. You think I deliberately only get a PB on a Monday before the tracks change over? Yeah, we're all being listened to, aren't we? I've heard that one before, yeah. It's so stupid.
That time was a 1:36.37.
Did think I'd taken that turn just a little better. And definitely that one, but I'm still down on time. Oh, I knew I'd fucked it. You have an Asian one. Aren't they all Asian? Samsung are Korean, yeah? Alright, definitely gotta improve on this lap.
37.69.
No! Fuck's sake! Lap's not gonna count. Right, just... If I do manage to get another attempt in, it's gonna be really, really tight over the line. Yeah, taking that corner so many times that way, and it's normally good enough, but not that time. Should make it over the line. Come on. Said it was going to be tight. It is. still doing my final lap here, Dusty. Come on! No, losing a little bit of time all the way down the straight. 7th it's gonna be, I'm not gonna improve.
Lap 136.22.
Right, Dusty. I do promise I'm not gonna take, well,
Teams and drivers
I won't take you
go
out.
to the grid for a race start.
Oh, it's that close, was it? And if I do manage to hit you, it will be a mistake. Good luck, buddy. Good luck.
Formation lap has started.
All right, let's. Last time in that last race, we had one of the weirdest starts I had in a long time. Was smashed and spun out before it even really got going. Cheers, Alfie. Do appreciate it.
Green flag.
Here we go.
Green flag.
Green, green, green. Wow, he got an absolutely poxy start, didn't he? Start. Well, your wish was not my command, Alfie. Not a T1, not this time. Yeah, Dusty's in front. I really do not want to go railing into him.
Lap 143.83.
Oh, we got a spinner. Spinner, spinner, chicken dinner. Dusty's getting away from me a little bit.
That time was a 1:36.39. Time 1:36.40.
Dusty is on the attack on Lagarde.
Time 1:36.88.
Really wasn't too happy with my braking there, actually. I really cannot catch Dusty at the minute, but that gap to column is increasing.
6.43.
That's a PB anyway, War. It's not hugely better than my last PB, which was a 307. At least we're down into the twos. Oh, I could feel a lockup brewing. I had to be really careful through there. That middle chicane cost me a second. Fuck.
Lap 137.42.
The gap back to column is not quite as comfortable as it was.
Lap 136.47.
The harder I'm trying, the worse it's getting.
That time was a 136.37.
No, 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 no. Alright, that's that lap bollocks. I'm trying so hard to get that 35 that I just keep making a mess of it now. I know it's there, but I just can't string it all together.
That time was a 1:37.03.
I had to get off the gas there. I knew I was pushing myself out over that curb. Alright, let's just try not to focus on getting that 35 and just see if it'll just come to me. Column is closed back in a little bit.
Time 1:37.3.
Well, the leaderboard is fixed on Fuji here. It's not giving me any false positions anymore. No, I fucked it again. No.
Time 1:36.39.
Sometimes I hate myself, or sometimes I hate myself. It was there. Oh. Cheers, Alfie. Man, that would have been embarrassing if I had have been that on the way out of there, wouldn't it? Good race again. Good race again, guys. There's a Quim in the lobby, is there? Where? Go Pinter. Oh, Calais. Yeah, good consistency there, bud. Really good consistency. Right, I am gonna take a few minutes. I am gonna do one more, guys. And then I'll definitely be bouncing. But yeah, I'm gonna run the loo and make a coffee as well, guys. So finish where expected in that race. Yeah, I've only got one more in me now myself, and then it's not a matter that I couldn't do another race. It's a matter that I don't have time to do another race. Fucking work gets in the way of your life sometimes, doesn't it? Right, 100% make sure that I register before I do anything else. Right, guys, give me 5-6 minutes. I will be back for the next race. You are gonna have to live with chair cam for a little bit, but yeah, do hope you'll stick around. Right, talk to you guys then. Right, guys, I am back. Let's have a little quick read of this chat. What's that link, Alfie? That's something I need to watch later, is it? Well, that's definitely not getting a watch then. Not unless you can give me a better reason. For the most part today, guys, the racing has actually been pretty decent. I knew there was going to be something thrown in there. Hey, Dusty, that that's pretty light-hearted humor between the two of them, for the most part. Wouldn't we fucking all? Well, not all. Are you a fanboy? Oh, is that another video about Ordo, is it? I guess it is. Oh, it's the one I already know, is it? Two in the first sector from Razumov. For fuck's sake. Right, guys, time to do quality of my own. Car is set up, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, the only way war to be 100% certain is to get a hold of his PC, which ain't never gonna happen. Like, there's circumstantial proof, but actual proof, no. I think so, yeah. Like, LFM were basically saying that he shouldn't have been able to do what he was doing. So, that's the circumstantial proof. But again, it's not actual proof. Where are we going to qualify in this qualifying session once it's over? Hopefully somewhere around where expected. .34.9 from Razumov.
Time 1:36.68.
Come on.
That's 1:36.77.
Uh, 36.2, Willie. 36.2. Not in quali though, but on track. 36.2. I've hit a 35.6 or a 35.7, but been a few days since I hit a 35 on in quali. I definitely need to change those tires. That's the first time I've been there on the last quali lap today, so not been too bad a return.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Right, did our yoke. Hey, Dusty, you got fourth. Nice. Where expected. Yeah, I'm starting in a lowly 8. See what Yellowdrim just wrote. Yeah, I normally put in a better quality lap than I did there, but definitely wasn't the day this time. I didn't see your quality lap, but
Formation lap has started.
best of luck anyway, bud. Best of luck. Cheers, War.
Green flag.
Green, green, green. Here we go. What a start, guys. 3 places in T1. Yeah. to give the car a little dab on the brake there just to bring her back. Oh, it was almost a spinner.
Lap 1:44.06.
Oh, getting a little feisty through here, guys, isn't it?
Time 1:37.37.
You didn't catch me that time, Gerber, because you were that much faster than me. You caught me because it was getting feisty in the last sector and the middle.
That time was a 1:36.87.
Fuck. You took your laptop with you to a football match. You played mad thing.
3.20.
That's for trying to turn in while I'm still there in a straight line, buddy. Yeah, you really should have said your team won, yeah. Think I can feel a bomb coming on here.
8.01.
Oh, I made a balls of that turn yet again. What the fuck?
Lap 1:37.
I'm purely defensive this time. You're off track, buddy. I would not let him back on track. No fucking way. Tell me that's Gerber, it is. Was a nice 360, wasn't it? You know what, at this point, this is one of those races. As long as Gerber does not beat me now, I don't really give a fuck. See what he was trying at T1. He was off track in the grass, and he chose to put himself there. So, what happened at T1, as far as I'm concerned, is all on him. Not the best of entries in there, but
That time was a 1:37.68.
depends on your interpretation, Alfie. I see him. I really don't give two fucks what Gerber has to say, to be honest. Like, that was bullshit what he tried.
1:30.
He expected me to move out for him while he's on the fucking grass. That was not happening. Still have our 3 seconds back at the minute with 3 laps to go.
Time 1:37.51.
Yeah, I do know I'm losing DR for this race, but I don't care. I really don't. Well, I certainly wasn't allowing myself to get bullied by Gerber anyway. I think you'll agree, Alfie. No fucking way. No, don't hate him. Think he's a dick for what he attempted, but don't hate him. Kirby. Can I manufacture a mistake of Lindstrom? Oh, you've only got one more lap to try it. This guy in front of me, Lindstrom, he is all over the place. When I apologise to him. Oh. He had to turn across that guy, didn't he? He had to turn across. Oh, Gerber. He's finished ahead of me now. That's not going to have helped my trusted badge situation. I wouldn't be surprised if I've lost it now. It'd help if I actually fucking clicked on chat, wouldn't it? Right. Not gonna get the chance anyway. Fuck me. Lost a shit ton of DR for this. Anyway. Where's replay? There it is. Yeah, this was lap 7 with Gerber. Yes, ChatGPT. Let's see, it was. Oh, was that actually the start of lap 6, wasn't it? Yeah, I knew he was off track. Knew he was off track. What a 360. What a 360. Yeah, that one was partially on me and partially on him. He turned in just a little early. I wasn't quite on the apex as much as I thought it was. Yeah, partially on him. He knew I was there. That door was open. I was going into it. Yeah, a little bit, but I was still aiming at the curb. Like, he knew that I was right there. His radar told him, like, where I was. So, if that was me, I'd have stayed out, I'd have hung it out a little bit wider and tried to bring it back in. But, yeah, to me, Willie will have to disagree, but he's partially to blame for that as well. Anyway, apart from that race, it was pretty good racing today. That one went to shit. But you could see what Gerber was doing. He was 100% off track. And running down into the fucking pit lane uh, and then trying to fucking expecting me to just move out to let him go. So, yeah. That one, that's definitely on him. Is ChatGPT not allowed the course? That's lame. Yeah, I know they were going to close, Dusty, but at the same time, like, whatever was going on with him and the other guy, like, straight away he knew I was there, and he knew I had a run. So, like, yeah, the lines were going to tighten, but he could have hung it a little bit further out. I don't think we would have collided then, actually, but anyway, we'll never know. AJ King, Andy Joe King. Andy, I don't think so. Andy Joe King. There's two, is there? Anyway, guys, yeah, I really do have to bounce. Right. Listen, cheers for tuning in, no matter where you've been tuning in from, whether it's YouTube or Twitch. Yeah. First three races were definitely the highlight of this evening's races. That last one was a shit show. I did let my temper get the better of me with Gerber. So yeah. I was determined not to let him fucking beat me, but that incident last lap put pay to that. Same person, he has two accounts. Yeah, I have two accounts. I have a different account called Jaren, which I haven't used for a while. Actually, by the way, guys, what is I haven't checked this week what the upcoming tracks are for this week. And let's have a look. Where? Oh, there it is. Alright, this week's race schedule: GT3 on Spa, GTE on Le Mans, nah. LMP3 fixed. Bahrain, what's in the silver? Let's have a look. Prototype fixed. Ooh, Laguna Seca. Sprint Trophy is on Monza, which is WEC, Elms, LMP3 and GT3 classes open setup. Don't know what to do, guys. I really don't. Lance Gold, where's that? Winston Sprint Daytona and Elm Super 60 on Barcelona. '89th on the leaderboard, eh? Actually, I know I marginally beat my my PB for the week, but yeah, definitely won't have me that high. Let's just check the leaderboard before I do get off. Wow, I went down a lot of fucking places actually. What? That's not me. Hang on. My PB earlier on was a 36.307. Now it's gone to a 36.580. But I actually beat it in the third race with a 36.2. What the fuck is going on with this leaderboard? It's not making sense. Anyway, guys, right. As usual from me, you would add in the 69, wouldn't you, Willie? Right, guys, I've got to bounce. Something to do with drafting. No, but it was actually registered earlier as a 36.307. Then I beat it, and then it's put it back to a previous time. So I don't know. Yeah, I think he did. Good night, guys. Right. Right. Good racing, you Dusty on track. Right. As usual for me, guys, it is Shlánat Rev Market, and catch you guys on the next one, hopefully. No clue what I'm going to do and what tracks I'm going to do tomorrow, but I'm sure I'll do something. Right. Until then, guys, have a great night, and catch you guys later. Shlánat, guys. Good night. Where are we? Right.